Hello everybody and welcome back to Shooter, or PixelJunk Shooter, because this is part of the PixelJunk franchise, which is a franchise that I'm only aware of one other game in it, which would be PixelJunk Monsters Ultimate. I've never played that game, but it is very different from this one. It's like a tower defense game, while this is more of a bullet hell shooter. So let's kind of jump into things here. This game is published by Double 11, and as I was saying, it's a bullet hell shooter thing, but it brings about a lot of new and unique elements that you don't see too much, especially in the bullet hell genre. It does have multiplayer, but it is local multiplayer, which is a little bit unfortunate. And I haven't been able to check any of that out because currently I don't have anyone with me to play with me, unfortunately. Oh ho ho. So let's go ahead and get started with our little lemon yellow ship right here. So it works, this game works on kind of like a world system, like in Mario or something like that, where, or to make it most precise, probably like Super Meat Boy, where you have all these levels and you could skip certain ones, like once I beat this one here, these two different roads broke apart. And so I could either go this way or I could go that way. But most importantly, this right here is the first boss fight in the game. And I couldn't unlock that until I got a required number of diamonds that you find throughout the levels. So, you don't need to complete all the stages to reach the boss fight. You just need to collect as many diamonds as you possibly can. And you get diamonds by various ways throughout the game. So let's go ahead and check out this first level right here. To start things off, two of my favorite things about this game is, number one, the art style. Like, the art style is very cool. If you guys are familiar with the first impressions video I did on Shelter, the graphic style reminds me a lot of that, of that game, just it's not as much it's not as much like as a papercrafty feel as that game was. And then secondly, the physics in this game feel really nice. Like, obviously, we're this spaceship right here. We've got three methods of attack. By left clicking, we've got just our normal rockets. If we hold down the left button, then we'll shoot these homing missiles. I don't really use those too often because I don't like them a lot, but and because it feels a lot more fun, in my opinion, to have the rapid clicking for firing this thing. Then we also have the spin. Honestly, this might not be an attack, it might be a defense mechanism. I've never used it effectively, so I'm not too sure what that does. But then the physics feel really good in this game. Just describing this really quick. Like whenever we move in water, we obviously get slowed down because it's a lot more dense in here. And if we like try going up against the current, we get slowed down a heck of a lot. Whereas if we go down, we'll move a lot faster. And then we also get to, like, our ship physically makes an effect on the water as well. Like, as if we move in, you'll see some of it, like, flows along with us. And if we fire our missiles, the water gets affected by that as well. The physics are a huge factor into this game, or why I like it so much, for sure. Is there anything down here? There's a lot of, like, oh, nope. There's a lot of secrets in this game hidden behind, like, walls and areas like that. But, unfortunately, that is not one of them. So, here's some enemies. Let's just deal with them. All the enemies drop these little star objects. Those are just kind of our score for each level. And then, basically, the main mechanic for this game is, I should describe the plot very quickly. Basically, it's kind of like a... if I were to be a bit silly, it's like a mini-scale Dead Space. There's this mining facility that went out on this planet. They started mining out this planet, trying to get resources, but then they mined out all these monsters, and now everyone's in danger, and we're flying in to save the day. If we right-click, we've got this little kind of ball and chain that is this capsule that we pick up survivors in. So basically, our main goal throughout the game isn't defeating enemies, it is rescuing all these survivors. Let's go ahead and kill all these bad things. We don't really need to get all these stars, because obviously that's from like a score perspective, but, you know, we'll pick some of those. Also, a cool thing I should note really quick, gameplay-wise, you actually move faster if you are facing the direction that you're moving in. Like, if we go there, you'll see we get those boosts. Boosts go faster, while if we look the opposite way, we go much more slowly. So once you rescue, or I should say once you deal with everyone on the floor, this door will open and you get to progress to the next area of the game. So let's see what we've got down here. So basically, how your lives work in this game is that you've got this little meter on the bottom. That's like your energy meter. Basically, when you take hits, it makes your ship start overheating. And the only way to decrease that is either to patiently wait, or, and this is one of my favorite kind of mechanics about the game, is you could cool down your ship from overheating if you get washed with water. So let's take another hit right here. As you can see, we're about to die, but just touching the water basically instantly brings us back to our regular condition. And basically, in this game, it actually took me probably an embarrassing amount of time to figure out how our lives work in this game. Like, I would die. The lucky thing right here, these people can die, they can be put in danger, but they will not drown to death. Basically, as far as I've gotten into this game, and of course it's first impressions, so things might change like 3 hours into the game or something, but as far as I've seen, water is always your friend. Like, water is always a good thing for you. But back to talking about your lives. Basically, whenever these are your lives down here, but they more count as people, I would say, like how many people have died. Because if your ship gets destroyed, one of those gets marked off, but also, along with that, if any of the random survivors get killed, then they get marked off as well. So either if I lose 5 lives, or if five people are killed, or any mix of the two happens, that's how you get a game over and like have to resort back to your previous place. And that again is going back to what I said before. Once everyone is dealt with on the floor, the door to the next place will open up. Because obviously we didn't rescue everyone there, we just did everything we could with everyone. And look at those physics! Not the most amazing thing in the world, of course. Like, physics like this, many people would presume would be expected. This is just a little secret up here. And as you can see, these also kind of function as coins once we get a certain amount of them. I presume 100? I actually haven't counted, though. We get an extra life. And basically, for the most part, that doesn't really matter too much for me. It only really matters if you've taken any negative points in this lineup right here. As you can see, the one negative point that we had before has now vanished because we got that one up. So here we go. This is a continuing factor all throughout the game. This is lava right there. Lava sucks for a number of reasons. If you touch it, it is a one-hit kill, but also it emits heat, which, as you can see, is slowly bringing up our ship's overheating levels. So we never want to spend too much time by lava unless we have a quick source of water in the near vicinity. Luckily, we do in this case, and there'll be methods later on that will allow us to transport water with us so that we can escape situations like that more easily. Hello, Mr. Enemy. One thing that I really like about the shooting in this game is that, for the most part, the most damage I have done to myself has been completely self-caused, and not much more my fault than it is the actual enemies, because basically what I'm saying is I've ended up losing lives most of the time by shooting survivors rather than actually taking hits myself, simply because I actually don't like pay attention to where I'm aiming, and I'll be like shooting like off screen like we're seeing right there, trying to hit an enemy who's in this direction, miss them, and hit some poor survivor who I didn't see was off screen. So really, it forces you to be pretty precise with your aiming and not go guns a-blazing most of the time, or at least there will be some penalty to that. Let's see, $20 says there's gonna be a secret up here. I've actually played this level before, so I do remember them to some degree, but it's been pretty cool finding all the secrets all over the place. They're quite bountiful, and I don't know, it still feels cool whenever I spot one, because I just open up an area and I'm like, hey, I'm a smart dude, I figured this out. So it's cool in that regard. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be much of a reason to go up here just for those points, so let's go ahead and skip that. I want to be able to show off as much as I can, and obviously showing off the score attack kind of mechanics isn't the most necessary point to show off in the game. So, another thing I should say about this game, oh god, oh, I thought those people were going to get hit by something for a sec. Wasn't there just a bullet that went by there? I like noticed it, but then I kind of looked away. But, what was I about to say? Oh, darn it, we gotta go around the long way. One thing I really like about this game is that it has a really nice difficulty scaling, like, in regards to its puzzles at least. This is a really interesting one, because it's not as much of a bullet hell shooter as, most typical ones are. In fact, for the most part, it's, I guess to some degree you couldn't call it a bullet hell shooter, because it's, there's a little dude in a pod right there. Because, what was I saying here? Couldn't call it a bullet hell shooter, because it isn't too much of the bullet hell kind of factor of things. This is a nice object right there. That's a shield. Basically, it'll make us invulnerable to heat, and it'll allow us to take one hit from enemies. Once we take that hit, though, we'll be vulnerable to heat once again. These guys, they're lucky, the dudes in the pods, because if lava touches the survivors who are waiting around for us, that will kill them instantly. So that's something you need to be aware of. But yeah, obviously, to some degree, I guess you couldn't call this a bullet hell shooter, and more of like a, oh god, see, there's that one hit we took. But, and more kind of a space shooter, I suppose, because, oh, that was a frightening one. Because obviously there hasn't been too much bullet hell, you know? Like, whenever there has been enemies shooting at us, there has been a very low number of enemies, and there hasn't been too many shots fired all over the place at us at a point. It definitely is like a mix between bullet hell shooter and puzzle game. Maybe even more so on the puzzles, but there are the bullet hell elements, at least in my opinion, in this game. But basically where this whole tangent went off to, getting back to that right now, the game has a really nice difficulty scaling in both the puzzle solving and the, oh, this is the end of the level right here, you can tell by that little circle thing. But both the difficulty scaling in both the combat and the puzzles, like, the game does a really good job of explaining things to you in the early game. So now that we've beaten this stage right here, that was quite a long one too. We're already like at what I would call the halfway point of the video. Let's go ahead and check. How about this stage? I think this stage bring the volcano. Which one was this one? I'm trying to pick another level, Rivers of Fire, that will represent the game very well. I think this one was pretty good, if I remember correctly. Basically, in my short time with this game, it has been really cool seeing all the dynamic different things that they bring to each stage throughout this game. Oh god. Okay, like this one, yeah, I remember this level very specifically right here. Oh, that's not good for us. Okay, we need to get into this water before we frickin' die. Okay, there we go. So this is a frightening level your first time doing it. Obviously, I'm going quite quick right here, which is helping me a great deal. But there is actually lava that is chasing us right now. And so your first time, you're going to be much more scared because you're not going to want to get hit by those lava bits that are being dropped down. But then you also don't want to be caught by the lava that is chasing you. Obviously, I kind of made a bit of a mockery right there by running right through that one lava blast. Luckily, we got through that okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's the only part that has that bit for these first couple of levels, though. So let's see. Ah, this part right here. This part is very reminiscent of a type of puzzle that I've seen in a lot in this game. You're gonna see a lot of situations where basically you're going to need to open up an area so that you can access. You're going to need to like break through a wall barrier so you can then prepare to drop it. Maneuver the water so you can prepare to drop it on lava in the future. So let's see. Is there going to be a diamond in here? Okay, that's a bit of an unfortunate thing. These guys, I hate them so much. Basically, they shoot out lava, which stays on the screen permanently as long as you don't destroy it by covering it with water. But then once you kill them, they also blow up to create more lava. It's basically, they're just a bucket full of lava, and I hate them for it. They're big jerks about it. One thing that I should point out, unfortunately we haven't seen any of these since I've completed all these levels in the past, but the diamonds that I mentioned before, they are also scattered around the areas, and oftentimes they'll be hidden under some of these, like, molten rock that we've blown up before. Like, I remember for a fact in this little crevice that was right there, there was a diamond right there, and you just pick it up by using your little lifting device. Unfortunately, we can't put that to too much use right now, though. So let's see. Let's go ahead and blow up all this so we can gain access to those poor people who somehow got trapped down below here. I'm kind of amazed that they were able to get themselves in that bad of a situation. Now here's where a little bit of patience is required. This is another part where if I just go like gung-ho crazy firing over the place, I've lost a lot of lives by killing civilians. Like, in my early stages of playing this game, I might just be like, oh, shoot like crazy to get in there. But then oftentimes I either accidentally shoot these survivors, or I, make that lava slide on into them before I can, and that ends up burning the poor dudes to death. So you definitely have to be cautious of yourself in this game. Make sure you don't make any stupid mistakes as you mosey on about. Hopefully we'll be able to see these, either the sponge item in the game, as I would call it, or these kind of, plant berries before too long. Oh, shoot! Okay, I definitely want to pick up those dudes before these guys start firing, otherwise they're obviously going to be in grave danger regarding health. Another annoying thing about, those enemies that we just fought that I didn't mention, is very frustrating, is that lava, you can shoot through lava, but your missiles or bullets or whatever you would call them only go a rather short distance before they like melt and are destroyed. So you always have to be cautious in that regard. Is this another secret as well? I guess it is. Ah! Wonderful! There's one of the berries. So these berry things, they I've seen them in two types of forms. Well, not really forms, because they always look the same. I found them in two kinds of ways. Either they are just sitting around, like that one was in this case, or they are actually on a berry plant, which gives you a relatively endless supply of them. Basically, once you drop them or shoot them, they will explode and erupt to, if it is a blueberry, erupt in this kind of flow of water. Whereas if it is a red one, it will erupt into like a flow of lava, which I don't think any of those have shown up in this first stage of the game, but you do. I have for sure seen those later, and I don't know if there are any others besides this, but really, from what I've seen, it looks like there definitely could be an increased diversity of those in the future. Let's just. Oh, okay. Game, I know by now that this happens, you don't need to tell me. Let's go ahead and shoot that, drop all that lava down just for funsies. Since we're out of there, we're gonna be perfectly fine. And let's avoid this dude, hopefully get down here and open up our access to the exit before that lava becomes any threat to me. Awesome sauce, that guy was dealt with rather easily. Ah, here we go, this is one of the berry bushes. Really? These look enough like berries. I was gonna say I don't really know what to call them because they both look like berries, but they also look nothing like it. But, they look enough like berries. Let's see. One thing that I should mention that I haven't before, the sound design. Whoa, I didn't know those things could kind of like hibernate. That's pretty cool. Whoa, what happened here? There's like a little trail of lava sliding down that hole. Oh god, I hope that's not gonna kill anyone. Oh, thank god, okay. The lava, I'm pretty sure... Oh no, I know what happened. The blade monster thing dug a hole there and it granted the lava access to gain down there. That could have been very bad. You definitely need to be aware of your surroundings, because another way that my people have died has just been me being completely unaware that lava was flowing somewhere that it really, in my opinion, should not have been. So let's just finish that off. Is there anyone up above? Oh shoot, there most definitely is. Okay, let's take a little hole for the lava there. That's actually gonna cause us some troubles in the future now, because the lava's gonna go right down that hole where we're gonna want to exit through. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. Oh god, these guys are gonna cause me a little bit of troubles as well. But as I was saying, the music in this game. Oh, a berry, shoot it. Ah, so we can't shoot them. I've actually never tried that before. Wait, is this door open? Oh, it is! I got everyone. That was completely unnecessary then. But, the sound design is something that I like a lot in this game. It's not like, of course, music is all 100% based on opinion, but in my opinion, it's not like the most unique, and most of the music, except for, like, the boss battles, has been relatively similar. The levels have had their own tracks, if I remember correctly, but to some degree they all have been somewhat similar. But you know, it's fine. I think the music is pretty good in this game. It's no like Danny B's Super Meat Boy or anything like that, but once again, music is like completely based on opinion. Okay, so that's one of the lava berries, and as you can see, this is a new enemy type that kind of spawns with one of them, so they could be very frustrating in the sense that they could end up dropping those in a position you wouldn't want. Okay, this is here's another annoying... No! Oh! We lost our last civilian. As you can see, that door's opening because that dude just died for sure. That sucks. His, Spock, like, Star Trek, 2013 or whatever it's called. What is it? What was the new Star Trek called? Darkness something? Whatever, there's a diamond down there, so that'll, to some degree, make up for that person, I suppose. And let's just go ahead and finish off this level. Stage cleared! So let's go ahead and show off the first boss fight in the game. That'll be the last thing I'll show off, I suppose, in this video. I can give a quick glimpse of the second world of the game, I suppose you would call it. See, as you can see, that was all focused on lava right up here. But while the second one is all ice and stuff like that, as you can tell, it's fire and ice, or as Jakiro from Dodo 2 would say, freeze and burn! But obviously that is levied for some really cool, unique game, different pieces of gameplay. The one that I've enjoyed the most is that there's all these ice walls that are destructive, but our main laser doesn't destroy them, so we can actually upgrade our ship or change the mode of our ship so that it becomes this kind of magma ship. and it's temporary, only for the individual stage, but it's really cool because we lose our ability to fire our normal shots, but instead we get this like and we lose our rockets as well, and instead we get this kind of lava gun which can damage ourselves if we get hit by the lava. It'll kill the civilians, but it can melt through the ice. So it's just a really cool dynamic of completely changing up the gameplay. And this is this boss fight stage also comes with a really unique, cool factor as well, which is these kind of steam vents that bring up this toxic gas, or I don't know if it's toxic gas or if itself is just steam that is overheating our ship now that I mention it. But basically, the longer we stay in there, the more our health gradually goes down. This is also another enemy type right there that can be a little bit frustrating, but they're not that bad. They basically shoot these homing missiles that can kind of ruin our day to some degree. This is another secret up here, isn't it? No, it isn't! Oh, a diamond! I can't believe I missed that one before. Or at least I suppose I did, since I've beaten this stage in the past. And from what I could tell, the diamonds don't come back once you've gotten them already. Eat it, bat brain! Ha ha ha, suck it. But, as we're gonna see, like, obviously so far, that gas right there hasn't been, like, the most amazing thing in the world. In fact, it's kind of been the opposite, just been like, oh, gas? Okay, that's not all that different to the lava, just can't stand in it for too long, and you'll die. But as we'll see, this gas can actually be set ablaze, which makes for some really interesting new dynamic ways of gameplay, because it really... Oh, thank God I didn't hit that dude there. Is the diamond still in here? Yeah, that diamond's gone. But basically, it can make things very frightening in the... Well, it does make things very frightening in the future, because it makes us have to kind of rush our gameplay plan, as we'll see before too long. So let's go ahead and rescue these dudes who are just chilling about there. Oh, here we go! Perfect example! See, as you saw, we dropped the lava on the gas. Oh God, we're on fire! No! Oh. I didn't notice we took a hit there. So that's one life down for us, although it's not marking it right there. That's interesting. I'm still, a little bit confused about how the life system works then, because I thought that would have marked us as being down one people, or persons, or whatever you'd say. But, apparently it didn't, No! Oh, that was so stupid. Prime example of, you needing to watch your aim in this game for sure. Also could have hit someone down there if I wasn't all that cautious. But obviously, as you can see, there are some dudes hiding in here. But we can kill them all by doing that little gas lava trick that we did right there. But we also want to be cautious ourselves, as you saw, because we lost our own life by making that one mistake. Oh no, is someone down there? Did I just... No, someone can't be down there because there's the opening. I have made that mistake before where I've, like, opened up an area, no, I mean dropped lava upon an area only to realize that there was, a person, like, directly under it, and I just doomed them to death, basically. Okay, so here's a frightening area right now. Oh, no? I guess it's coming up right here, where we have, like, a continuous trail of gas. Also, as you can see, there's that lava right there. That's about to erupt and kind of ruin our day. No, I killed that man! Ugh! Fired 2 of my shots. I'm such a foolish fool. Let's get in here. Ooh, the gas is following us, but I believe if we keep on running, we will get away. Yep. Okay. So that wasn't all that bad. It's unfortunate that we lost that dude. But you know, can't always succeed as well as we would want to in these games, I suppose. really in this game, for the most part, my like deaths or my brutal murder of the people I'm trying to save has been caused by my own stupidity. So let's see, is this the boss fight right here? No, I think we have one more room before we reach the big old spider boss, which is a really cool one. Oh shoot, okay, the gas is gonna start coming in for us now. Ah, I remember this level. This level has a really cool way of mixing enemies that we've seen before. Oh, god no! Oh, I almost hit that one dude as well. Is there anything? Nope. That area just pointed to a diamond that was there before. We could skip that for now, for the sake of time. Let's go ahead over here and pick you up. So, I don't remember if I described the... I know I described the controls and how this game handles, but I gotta say, this game really feels really good. It controls... It definitely controls very well, and everything feels very fluent and fun in addition to that. So let's see. This is where things get scary on this stage, because now, as you can see, all this gas is erupting here. But worse off, these enemies have shown up. It's not the most scary thing in the world as long as you're patient, but basically, obviously, as we saw before, when those guys are killed, they erupt into the lava, and they shoot lava. So we want to be wary of avoiding the gas. Whoa, excuse me. We want to be wary of avoiding the gas as long as we are dealing with those enemies. So let's mosey on along. I think this should be the boss fight right here. Ah, apparently not. This is a long stage leading up to the boss. And what do we have here? Just gas? I kind of remember... Oh, I remember this one. This one we gotta move quick. Because, basically, there's lava set up in different areas. And, ooh, a 1-up is waiting for us up there. Basically, it's like kind of on a set of a time trial where the lava is slowly inching more and more towards the gas, and the gas is slowly inching more and more towards the lava. So we've got to quickly try to maneuver through this whole area before we get hit. So let's see. It sounded like some gas already erupted down here, but it doesn't really look like it did. Oh man, this is scary. I think it just got set off, right? Yeah, it did. Okay, let's just back off. Unfortunately, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Might be able to squeeze in through there right now. Yeah, okay. Awesome. So once again, this level only will cause you severe problems if you make some foolish mistakes. Let's shoot this thing up again. Honestly, we probably didn't even need to deal with that dude, but I prefer to finish him off. Alright! You can tell this is the boss fight because of the immediate lack of music that that happens. I always love it when games do that. Oh shoot! What's happening? There's some kind of earthquake. I'm presuming there's gonna be a lava flow following behind me? It sounds like it. I definitely hear something. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, this is the boss. I'm pretty sure lava was chasing us there. So here we are about to unearth this angry little spider... Well, not little at all, actually. Spider-Man. Let's go ahead and grab this shield so we can actually take one hit and be alright. Oh, shoot! I actually did not intend to get underneath this guy. Hopefully I can maneuver my way above him? Because I'm supposed to be above him right now so I can fight those dudes. Can I fly through his arms? Nope, I 100% can't. Should have waited. Oh god. And technically these are legs, I should say. Dude, can you please, like, let me pass? You're kind of ruining my day right now. Okay, let's see, maybe we can go... Move your leg! Oh god, he killed me. Okay, well that'll be a good thing. It'll allow me to start this over and hopefully not make that same mistake immediately. Is there a shield on this side that I could pick up? Probably in these rocks? Yep. Let's go ahead and grab that thing. Okay, so in many games of this form, the bosses they definitely have their like gameplay mechanics to them, but it's really cool that the bosses in their own way are a nice mix of puzzles and I don't know. I was gonna say this boss is like a mix of puzzles and boss fight, but you know, I'm actually second guessing that. I don't think that's really the case at all. This guy is pretty much all gameplay. Just hit him in his vulnerable spots, and he changes his mechanics as he goes along. So let's see. Oh god, okay, he's gonna start shooting me from those two now. Ah, yes, I remember. Those are the ones that spout out lava. Not too much of a problem because they only have like a line of sight that's really directly under them. What you gonna do, buddy? You're kind of shaking it up a little. Is this when he does his Dr. Robotnik style attack? Yes? I'm not sure, in all honesty. Oh, yes, okay, here we go. So now we have gained access, thanks to a little earthquake move he did, we've gained access to the areas under him, and now he's doing the Dr. Robotnik Sonic the Hedgehog 2 type move where he drops a bunch of like spikes in Eggman's case, or this guy rocks from the sky that can threaten to hit us. Luckily, when we're under him, that's not really a threat at all, and we could just start pounding him in his ugly spider face there. Oh god, don't kick me with your leg. Okay, good. He walked over us instead. What's he doing? He's doing like a little dance. Oh god! That was a little bit frightening. I forgot about these guys. And there we go, the spider's no more. What you gonna do, buddy? I think I could just shoot him like crazy and be safe. Yeah, okay. Now we can actually fly over him, and the level should close out on its own, if I remember correctly. So let's just spin. Spin to win, guys! Spin to win! Like Garen from my stages of League of Legends play. So that's that stage, and honestly, I think that's going to clear it up. Oh, I should mention the stats screen as well. Here's all the stats, basically ranks, stuff like that. I don't really care about all those, to be quite honest. I'm not the biggest score attack guy. And at the end of each level, it tells you how many diamonds are remaining to unlock the boss fight. So this game is rather lenient with working your way towards the bosses, because apparently I only need 4 more, and I've only completed the first level in this actual world. So, for completionists' sake, or the perfectionists out there, there definitely is a lot out there for you, because you can spend your time trying to complete every level 100%, and for everyone else, it's... Yeah, I guess you could, to some degree, rush things if you wanted to, and work your way just towards completing the end of the game by fighting all the boss fights and stuff like that. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. PixelJunk Shooter, or just plain Shooter, is going for $9 or $8.99 on Steam. Unfortunately, the opening week sale is about to end, like, as I'm recording this, so I don't think the video is going to go up then, but it is 25% off for its opening week sale as well, which brings it to like $6.74, I believe. I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun, guys, and in the trying to perfect your scores on games, like for the score attackers out there, I think there's a pretty sizable amount of replay value in this game. I don't know how long it is, but I've spent like 2 hours getting to the point where I am right now, I believe, and already I felt like my time in this game has been well worth it. Like, it's really great, and plus, like, look at this. Your hub world ship is a frickin' whale with like a cocktail like on the front. What more could you ask for, guys? But anyways, as I was saying, I would really recommend PixelJunk Shooter. Go check it out on Steam if you want. I forget if you could pick it up on the game's website, but I'll also put a link in the description to the Steam page and their website, regardless of whether or not you can pick the game up on there. PixelJunk Shooter, 2 thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time.